In the last episode of the Storm Bears, we made our first blockbuster trade. It was a surprising trade, a trade I wasn't expecting to make, and that was sending Max Domi to Columbus in exchange for 2 firsts and a prospect defenseman. So that was a big move, didn't expect to do that. We started off 9-3, and then we've completely trailed off now to kind of where I expected us to be, last in our division. We are currently 23-22-5. We sit at the bottom of the Pacific Division, tied with the Canucks. This episode is going to be crazy. We got the trade deadline. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to your Seattle Storm Bears franchise mode. In this video, it's going to be a fun one. We're going to hit up the trade deadline. We got a little under a month until the trade deadline happens after the 27th, so we got a little less than a month to wheel and deal, and I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. I kind of don't. I want to stockpile, obviously, as many picks as we possibly can without jeopardizing too much of our future. Now, we got a few comments to go over, all right? The first one comes from this New Jersey Devils fan. He says, try to trade for Fabro. Nashville doesn't want him, and you could get him for Stepan. That would be solid. Parker Price also says, good point. Now, that's interesting. Trading away our first line center. All right, that's something I'm not super keen on. I mean, yeah, I'm all for Tank City. I'm all for tanking, but he's one of our better players, 85 overall. He is making $7 million for 4 years, so I wouldn't be too upset if we traded him. Now, I don't know straight up for Fabro. I don't know if that'll work. Let's see where he is there. He's got the high top 4, and his trade value is a little bit higher than Derek Stepan, so I don't think we're going to get him straight up for Derek Stepan. I'd have to add something like maybe like a Kristen Fisher or a Christian Dvorak or Pierlini, something like that. That's probably what I would have to do to make that trade go through, as well as retain some cap. It wouldn't have to retain that much cap-wise because they're pretty close. I mean, they don't really need Fabro, so it does make sense that they want to get rid of him. I mean, it's always nice to have a good young prospect defenseman, but Yossi, Ekholm, Subban, Ellis, I mean, they're pretty set. Although they don't have that many prospects, so maybe keeping them there isn't the worst thing, but they want to get rid of them, so maybe we'll look at that. I know they want Clayton Keller, but I'm not really interested in trading Clayton Keller. Now, the head turners, he says, try to get a second line 82 overall right wing. He suggests Michael Grabner. So Dvorak can develop on line 3 as a center. So that's also something we could look at. I wouldn't mind getting a bona fide top 6 winger. Brandon Pierlini is okay. I mean, he's listed as a depth forward, so he's really not ready for top 6 minutes. We're kind of just throwing him in there. Dvorak is getting the third line center minutes, kind of like you want. But again, I wouldn't mind getting like an 82, 83 overall guy for our second line right wing, which Michael Grabner is a very, very good option. Now the next comment here comes from Super Jacob with 2 A's. He says, assign your scout is essential if you want to draft well. Yes, I know, I understand. I've played franchise mode once or twice. I have the scouting assignment warning off, so it automatically sends my scout out, so I don't have to do it. It just gets annoying. If you're playing on your own, it's not a big deal, but since I'm recording it, having to stop, twice a month to send your scout out, it can just auto do it, and that's fine. And for me, obviously, if I want to scout some more super particular, I'll go do that, but the scouting is turned on. Don't worry about that. It automatically sends it out, so don't freak out. I appreciate the concern, but it automatically sends the scout out, so I just don't get the notification. Now, Tom Bomb, we got more comments here. Tom Bomb 40, great username. He says it's pronounced Abramov. I know it's nitpicky, but I hate when people mispronounce obvious names. Now, Tom Bomb, you might be new here. That's fine. I know it's pronounced Abramov. I know that. We had him in our Vancouver Canucks GM mode, and I kept calling him Arbamov, and it just kind of stuck. I'm going to keep calling him Arbamov. He's the Vancouver Canucks GM mode legend, Vitaly Arbamov, all right? I know it's Abramov, but we're calling him Arbamov, and it's sticking. The last comment here comes from Nathan. He says, awesome trade. Normally you make awful trades. Thanks, Nathan. But you won that trade. Take your time with this. Don't try to rush anything. I agree. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to slow things down. I'm trying to, take my my time with it. There's no need to rush, but Max Domi, I want to apologize, buddy. I'm sorry that we dealt you. I'm sorry. I couldn't turn that down, though. He's got 24 points in 51 games. I mean, he's not worth a first, in my opinion, so hopefully he grows in Columbus. Hopefully he does well, but having those 2 first-round picks, man, you just cannot turn that down. So with all that being said, all those comments, thank you for all the comments, all the support on the videos has been awesome lately. We still have our trade deadline tweaked all the way up, so we should be getting a decent amount of offers. I'm going to go 15 days into the month and let's see kind of what offers come our way. I'm not going to accept any right away unless they're like mind-boggling, unless they like make complete sense. Unlike this one, Daniel Sedin, not really interested in Daniel Sedin, to be honest with you, or my Eric Goodbranson. The second is nice for this year, but I can probably get a little bit more for Jason Demers, and I really don't need 2 aging players, especially Eric Goodbranson. I don't need those guys at all, so no thank you, Vancouver. The pick's nice, but I'm gonna say no. But like I said, I'm not gonna accept anything right away. I want to weigh out my options. If I like a trade, I'll go back and kind of see. Mark Stone, wow, that's a big move for Jacob Chikrin and Kristen Fisher. So Mark Stone helps us right now, absolutely. He's a first-line winger, no question, high elite. But to give up a player like Jacob Chikrin, who I don't really want to give up, same thing with Kristen Fisher. Yeah, Mark Stone's nice, but honestly, what does Mark Stone do for us right now? Nothing. So I'm going to say no to that one. Some big players coming our way, though. Daniel Sedin, Gustav Nyquist, and Mike Green. Pretty much the same thing. Not interested in a player who helps us right now because we don't need the offensive help right now. We're not going to be a playoff team, so I don't want to take a player like Mike Green, who's probably a better rental for someone like Pittsburgh or, you know, a playoff team. Kristen Fisher, Nick Cousins, and a 6th for a first from the LA Kings. Now, Kristen Fisher, not really a guy I want to part ways with. 82 overall. He's got 22 points this year. Not super interested in parting ways with him, but a first is nice. Not going to lie, a first is pretty nice, but I'm going to say no for right now. Again, I'm kind of weighing my options, seeing what kind of offers we get. Mike Green, not interested in a rental player because we're not going to be a playoff team. So up against the Winnipeg Jets, who have a really good record, can we squeeze out a victory? Up against the Jets, 34-17-3, and we do win. There you go. Jerome McGinley, come on. Come on, Buffalo. You want to give me Jerome McGinley and Josh Georges? Come on. Come on. We win 3-1 there against the Winnipeg Jets, which is pretty surprising. Got a game against the Wild and then the Flyers, and then a few more days before we stop the simulation, right before the Montreal game, kind of see what we're working with here. But simulation taking a little while. There could be a big move coming, could be a big trade. Maybe I'll cut the video until the trade happens. Nope, no trade apparently. Just a simulation being stupidly slow. So up against the Flyers here, what do we got? We got another big offer. Mark Stone again, pretty much the same thing, just different picks. Not interested. Plus they threw in Brandon Pierlini, which I don't really want to give up. But when you tweak the trading block, the simulation goes so slow. It is painfully slow. It's awful. Okay, the simulation decided to wake up. So we got an offer here from Philly, which I see a first-round pick in there. It is for 2019. So they got this Rubistov guy who's a medium top 6, first-round pick in 2016. His name is German, or is it German? German? That's cool. And then this guy, Myers, who's a low top 4, 65 overall, plus a 2019 first. Now, I'm not interested in parting ways with a Kristen Fisher, although I wouldn't mind throwing you guys something else, maybe like this Wood guy, who is a 74 overall top 4, defensive defenseman, Kyle Wood, pretty decent, honestly having a pretty good year down there in Tucson, it looks like. But if we're going to get back this guy, who's a pretty decent prospect, as well as this Myers dude, who's 65 overall, and Wood is what? Wood is 74. So we are getting the first, and we're getting rid of Hjalmarsson. That's interesting. I don't know if straight up with Wood will go through, but if I can make this go through with Wood, because we're kind of replacing him with Myers, although it's a little bit of a downgrade, but we are getting that 2019 first. All right, and another pretty decent center prospect who's only 19, 66 overall. That seems like a pretty good trade, honestly. Can I make it go through with anybody else? I don't want to trade this Carlson guy. I guess kind of Wood be the only option. Or Demers. Can I throw Jason Demers in there? No, we'll try with Wood. And if that doesn't work, maybe I'll throw a pick in from like the 2020 draft or something. Let's see. If I take out, I think they wanted, who do they want? They wanted Kristen Fisher, which I didn't want to give up. So the trade value is not too different. It's a little bit less. So will this trade go through? Trade rejected. Okay, so how about if I retain a little bit of cap, all right? I'll retain $500,000 for the next 2 years. That seems pretty fair, right? 500K. Trade rejected. I'll throw in this guy who is a, what, a medium top 9 guy, it looks like. Won't let me access his profile for some reason. There you go. So yeah, medium top 9, power forward, 18 years old, 3rd round pick. Sure, I don't mind parting ways with him. Will that go through? Trade accepted. There you go. I'm happy to say that your counter proposal is still in line with the objective of the Philadelphia Flyers, so we accept. I am glad to see you appreciate the fine art of trade negotiations. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, there's a big move. That's a massive move. That is Nicholas Hjalmarsson gone. All right, it's a big hit to our defense, but that is our 3rd first-round pick for 2019. All right, that is exactly how I wanted this to go. That is how I want things to happen right now. So, boom, there you go. Another defenseman moved, and we have 2 firsts for this year, a 2nd, a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, and 2 6ths, and we have 3 first-round picks for the 2019 draft. All right, so whew, that was a big move. Thank you, Philly. I think that was pretty decent. I think both sides kind of won there. I'm glad we didn't have to give up a roster player besides Nicholas Hjalmarsson. I really wasn't super stoked on giving up Kristen Fisher, but you know what? I'm okay with the way things happened there. Our defense is extremely weak right now, but now Jacob Chychrun, or Chychrun, is it Chychrun or Chychrun? I think it's Chychrun, but Chychrun kind of sounds like it's supposed to be pronounced, but I think it's Chychrun. He's getting the top 4 minutes, which is good with Alex Goligoski, and now Kevin Connaughton and Taylor Chorney, the player we got from Columbus. He is going to now step in as our depth defenseman, and in the AHL, because that team got a lot stronger now with that Rupstov. Is it Rupstov? And is it German? Like, how do you pronounce this guy's name? Is it German or is it German? I got to send him down, actually. So let me worry about the AHL lines. I'm going to set those all up, and then we're going to continue with the trades. I have to make some roster alterations here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade this guy for a random pick, whether it's like a 7th from New York. Hopefully that'll go through. He's a nothing player for us. Trade accepted. There you go, best roster. And now I have to go into free agency and sign someone to a big contract because I want to make some roster moves. Every time I want to send a player down, the game's like, no, you don't have, if you send that player down, you're going to be under the cap, so I have to go ahead and sign a player. I'm going to give this guy a 1-year deal at like $5 million, and then for the rest of the year, so I can make some more roster changes. Okay, so that took way too long to make those stupid roster moves, but I ended up doing one thing on our defense is I moved up Yoki Paka, and he's going to play with Kevin Connaughton, and Taylor Chorney was really going nowhere fast, so that's fine. And in our AHL team, we're looking like this. Really quickly, I went ahead and I put Carlson in the AHL, obviously, with Felipe Myers, who's now going to be a big piece of our future, hopefully, and then that Rupstov guy is still in the junior, actually, 66 overall in junior. He's probably ripping it up. But we're at the Montreal game now, kind of where I said I wanted to be. We have a few days till the trade deadline. I may extend my little personal deadline another week. A 3rd, a 4th, and Mitchell Stevens, I think his name is, for Laurent Defon. So again, getting more picks. Stevens, can he replace this guy? 64 overall, low top 9. Pretty much the same thing, right? He's a medium top 9, 2277. A 3rd's nice for 2018. More picks. I'm going to say no. Well, fuck. Do I say no? Do I say yes? He's a really good AHLer, and he could be an NHLer for us. And yeah, I'm just going to say no to that one. Thank you, Tampa, but no thank you. Let's continue with the simulation. I know this video is going to be a long one of going back and forth with, do we make this trade or do we not make this trade? Is this the right one? Is this the right one? So we're taking our time with it. We're being slow. We're doing, we're in no rush here. We're in absolutely no rush in Seattle. We got our Starbucks coffee at the Starbucks Center, and we're feeling just fine. Another trade from Philadelphia. Okay, all right. They want Kristen Fisher really badly, and they want to give us Travis Sanheim, which is a medium top 4 defenseman, 78 overall, so he's almost NHL ready. Ratcliffe, who is a center power forward, low top 6, and a 2018 second. They really want Kristen Fisher. I really don't want to give up Kristen Fisher. I wouldn't mind Travis Sanheim, but getting rid of Jason Demers straight up for Travis Sanheim wouldn't be that bad. Like, I wouldn't mind doing something like that, making this like a third maybe. Or no, that would have to just go straight up 1-for-1 pretty much, right? Travis Sanheim for Jason Demers, a young up-and-coming player for Jason Demers. I'll wait on it. I don't think they're going to do that. I could try. Honestly, they might accept this. And then our defense becomes really, really weak. Travis Sanheim, though, what is he, 21? He's really young. If this will go through, great. If not, trade rejected, yeah. Have to sweeten just a touch, so I can make this go through, all right? Now, wait, does it make sense? Does it really make sense for Philadelphia? Do they really need him? Is their defense really that bad? So they got Ghost, Provorov, and Hjalmarsson, all right? It's pretty bad. They could use another top 4 guy. Plus Hjalmarsson knows Demers pretty well. Let's make this trade happen. I'll have to give you. I'll give you a Taylor Chorney. No, that wouldn't work. I have to give you a pick. So sweeten it just a touch. All right. So Travis Sanheim. I'll have to give you a pick. What can I give you? A third for 2019? No, I'd keep my 2019 picks. How about a fourth from Detroit? Will that go through? That honestly might work. A fourth for Detroit, Jason Demers. For Travis Sanheim, they want to get rid of Travis. They want to get rid of him, so it's kind of makes sense, right? Plus Jason Demers on that big contract. I'm okay with that. See you later, Jason Demers. Trade accepted. Oh my God, I can't believe these teams are gifting us players. Oh my God, too easy. Absolutely too easy. We're making moves. We're making trades. I wanted to get rid of all of our aging defensemen, and we did just that. And look at this. Toronto wants to give us a first for Derek Stepan. A 2019 first, which is exactly what I want. And we get a centerman in Tyler Bozak. Okay, this could be a trade that really does make a lot of sense for us. We also get Roman Polak. This is a really good trade, honestly. A 2019 first for Derek Stepan. So their centers would be Austin Matthews, Kadri, and then probably Derek Stepan, or Derek Stepan, then Kadri. Look at JVR. He is not happy there. Either is Connor Brown. I'd love to get Connor Brown. Yeah, I need the center, though. I do need the center. Now, for Leafs fans, if you are interested, Travis Dermott, I did make him quite a bit better, just in case you're wondering. So, yeah, could I squeeze, like, another third from you guys? I don't mind giving up Derek Stepan, honestly. I'm not too emotionally attached to Derek Stepan. Plus, at $7 million, I'm not too worried about that. Plus, Dylan Strome's coming up, and I can use Tyler Bozak. Plus, the first... That's a big deal. Honestly, I don't see how I could make any more alterations to this trade. I think we win all day. We are losing our first line center in the AHL, which is unfortunate. But, you know, we got that Rupstov guy. I still don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's kind of a replacement for him for the future. I like this trade. I like it a lot. Tyler Bozak slots in as our new first-line center, I guess. Or we move Strome up, and then Bozak handles the second line. And then Roman Polak kind of replaces Jason Demers, and he's on a pretty good contract. He hasn't even played in the NHL this year. So, yeah. I mean, I don't think we're losing this deal. I think this is a great trade, honestly. I'm really happy with this. Plus, we get Derek Stepan off the books. Yeah, it really hurts us now, but $7 million for 4 years. Honestly, I don't think how can I make any more alterations to this? I win this trade all day. Will this go through with the added third? There you go. I had my reservations when your counter proposal first arrived on my desk, but I'm happy to report I can still go along with this deal. On behalf of Toronto, I accept your changes. Deal is done. Oh my god. We've gotten like less than 2 weeks of simulation done, and we've made what, 3, 4, 5 big trades? I think that's 3. 3 big moves. Oh my god. Let's just do a little recap here, alright? Let's do a little tiny recap. So, first things first, started off the episode with a big trade from the Philadelphia Flyers. We got rid of Nicholas Hjalmarsson, Wood, and a prospect for a first and 2 pretty decent prospects. Looks like we made another move. We made another move with the Islanders, getting that 7th round pick for a nothing player. We also acquired Travis Sanheim for Derek Stepan, and then we got Tyler Bozak, Roman Polak, and a first. All right, so making some moves, some big moves. That's 4 trades on the day, and they're big ones. All right, they're big moves. Yeah, so our roster, rest in peace, our roster. We blew it up. We blew the whole thing up. Tyler Bozak, Piolini, Fisher, Nick Cousins, Richardson, Krause, Keller. Yeah, it's fine. Strome's a new first line center. Look at our defense though. Travis Sanheim slotting in right away with Jacob Chikrin. Oh my god. Okay, I promise you this is all for the future. This is all for the future. We're getting first round picks for days and days and days. We're not even at the trade deadline yet, which is the crazy part. Alright, so that's big. That's a big deal. Let's continue on here, see if any more trades come our way. Columbus wants to give us Joseph back. We traded him away in the Max Domi deal. I'm going to say no. Not interested in trading away Kristen Fisher. I've made that pretty clear. Even for a first, Kristen Fisher, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's a first for this year, so I'm really not interested. So we've lost 3 straight, and I don't think we're going to win many more games after this because we blew up the team, traded away Hjalmarsson, traded away Demers, traded away Nicholas, oh god, I was going to say Nicholas Hjalmarsson again, but this is a big trade. Also, obviously, traded away Derek Stepan. So they want to give us Cody Glass and a first. Oh my god, they're not making this easy. They're not making this easy at all. Clayton Keller. I don't want to trade Keller. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I said from the start, I'm not trading away Clayton Keller, but teams continue to offer me things for Clayton Keller. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for Kristen Fisher either, although 2 seconds is really, really nice. Not doing it. Not doing it. We just lost 7-0. Oh my god. Yeah, we're a bad team. We are a bad team. A really, really bad team. Dante Fabro again for Clayton Keller. No, not happening. I don't think we're going to win many games from here on out. Joseph for Fisher. Nope, not happening. Okay, so we're at the trade deadline, all right? Our last offer here is Stone for Keller. No. Not interested in that. Not interested. So we've scored 1 goal in our last 1, 2, 3, 4 games. All right, that's not good. We scored 3 goals in our last 5 games. Sorry, in our last 6 games, we've scored 1, 2, 3 goals in our last 6 hockey games. We're bad. We're really, really bad, and that's okay. I think that's okay. Yeah, so we made some trades. We did some things. We made some things happen, and I think we're very well suited for the future. Very, very well suited. Let's have a look at our draft pick situation. This year, a first, a second, and 2/3, 5th, 2 6th, and a 7th. Next year, we have 4 first-round picks and a second and 2/3. So, yeah, we got picks for days and days and days. Yeah, very, very happy about how this trade deadline worked out. I didn't really want to blow up the team, but I mean, when things happen like that, that trade from Toronto, I don't see how we lost that. We didn't lose that. We won that trade straight up. So I'm going to see if I can mess around with any more trades. This has been the craziest trade deadline I've ever had as a GM. I don't think I've ever made this many moves so fast. So I'm going to see what's out there. Maybe I don't really have anyone else I want to move. If I can find someone that makes sense, maybe a team wants to give up a couple more draft picks. We'll see. I don't know, though. I think we're pretty much done. I traded away everyone I wanted to trade away. Our defense can't really get much worse. We have a lot of goalies, but no good ones. I'm going to keep on with Ranta and Kemper. I don't think we can make any more moves. I don't think we need to, honestly. I think we're pretty much set. You know what? I've sent my last email out to all teams. I said, thanks for sending out your offers, but I'm done trading. I'm done right now. We made the moves that we made. I'm happy. We're done right now. So that's it for the trades. That was a little bit crazy. Looks like Strome got the A already. So did Clayton Keller. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. All right, we're doing a youth movement here. Strome and Keller. Strome in his rookie year gets the A. I'm leaving it. All right, you know what? I like it. I like the youth movement. We're doing it. Since we traded Max Domi, I needed to see who had the A on their sweater. But yeah, we've scored, what was it, 3 goals in 6 games. So continue on with the tank. All in for Team Tank. All in for Dolan. We have, oh my god, another game where we get shut out. Are we really that bad? Are we that bad of a team? We win in a shootout, although we only scored 2 goals. Wow, we're bad. 7-3. Oh my god, another shutout, of course. So you know what? We're pretty much ready to go till the end of the year here. Let's see where we finish. We're going to go all the way up to the draft, all right? We're going to see if we won the lottery, if we move down the lottery, we get shut out again. We only score once. We only score once right there. I'm going to go back and see how many goals we scored in the game since we traded Derek Stepan. I think that's going to be hilarious because we literally don't score that often. So 4-0 loss there. Now this is our last meeting against our expansion brothers over there in Vegas. Now Vegas offered us some big trades. I said no to all of them, and I think we're 2-2 on the season series. Yeah, so this is going to be for all the marbles here. Yeah, we're 2-2. This is for all the marbles, all right, for the season series. They're 38-30. Who's going to win the season series here between the expansion brothers, Vegas and Seattle? Let's go first period. Oh, 4-0. Carlson, Spiza, Grabowski, Tatar. All right, well, the Vegas Twitter, they're going to be tweeting at me big time here. Clayton Keller scores on Marc-Andre Fleury, but we get absolutely decimated 11-4. I have not seen that many goals in a simulation game in a long time. And we kept Antti Ranta in for all 11? Are you serious? Oh my god, we pulled him. No, wait, did we start Kemper? No, so we started Ranta. We put Kemper in for 1 goal, and then the start of the third, we put Ranta back in? Am I reading this right? Okay, sorry, Ranta. 11-4. I'm never going to hear the end of that. Vegas Twitter is going to eat me up. Oh my god. That is ridiculous. 11-4. We suck. 3 players had 4 points. 2 players had 3, and a ton had 2. Did everyone get a point? Oh no, 3 players didn't get a point that game. 11-4? Are you serious? Oh my god. Ouch. That sucks. That is terrible. That is like god awful. That is really, really, really bad. All right, let's just finish this off. I'm not even going to bother slow simming. Let's just finish it off. I'm going to go through and count how many goals we let in and how many goals we scored since here, all right? Since February 13th, I want to see, just because I'm just interested. So I just spent a few minutes here and tallied up everything just because I was interested. Since February 13th, when we started to make trades, we went 5-21, all right? We gave up 92 goals, scored 45 goals, so 92 goals against, 45 goals for, and we were shut out 9 times in those 26 games. Winning 5 games of our last 26, that is bad, and we are a bad hockey team. So that is going to be the end of the simulation. Did we finish dead last? No, we didn't. Look at Buffalo and Ottawa. Oh my God, they're terrible. And Toronto, really bad, which is good news for us because we have Toronto's first round pick for next year. So with all that being said, let's do a little bit of a recap, all right? Actually, we'll go all the way to see who wins the cup, see who won the draft lottery. We'll do a recap, and then we'll end off the video. So this one was a little bit of a longer one. It's still got a few minutes to go. So let's go all the way up to the end of the simulation. First off, I want to see how our AHL team did. Did they make the postseason at least? No, doesn't look like it. So they finished, it doesn't say, but it doesn't look like they played too great. So let's go all the way to the draft, see who won the Stanley Cup, do the awards, draft lottery, stats, and then all that good stuff. What a crazy episode. Wow, the Seattle Storm Bears all in for Dahlin Team Tank. In year number 1, the Boston Bruins are Stanley Cup champions. All right. Tuukka Rask, Rick Nash wins a ring. That's awesome. Attaboy Nash. And the Rockford Ice Hogs, the Chicago Blackhawks affiliate, are the Calder Cup champions. So here's the draft lottery. Here's what I'm really excited about. What happened? Please be in the top 3. Let's win the draft lottery, all right? Let's win. Let's go all the way to number 1. I think we should be 4th, but I wouldn't mind number 1. And we dropped to number 5. Oh, no. That's all right. We're on the outside looking in. Very Vancouver Canucks of us to go all the way and drop to number 5. So looks like Colorado or Florida could be getting Rasmus Dahlin. Now, there's a surprise in this draft. There's a surprise potential number 1 overall pick. Rasmus Dahlin may not be the number 1 overall selection, but you guys are going to have to wait until next episode to figure that out. I should have went for Toronto's first for this year. That's all right, though. Florida, Colorado. So Colorado could get, honestly, they could end up with Rasmus Dahlin. Their defense could be sick. They could have Cale Makar, Rasmus Dahlin, Tyson Barrie. Very impressive. So we finished with number 5, unfortunately. It's okay. It is what it is. It's all good. I'm not too concerned. We're still going to get a good player at number 5. So let's go all the way up here, see who retired. Did Yager call it quits? Yes, he did. 1,962 points. That is crazy. There he is. Nicholas Hagman. Oh my God, that's a name I haven't heard in forever. But that's going to be it, unfortunately. We don't move up in the draft lottery. We don't move down. I think we stayed exactly where we're supposed to stay. So here's a look at the stats. Here's how everybody did. Ulf Ekman-Larsson, the backbone of our team captain, had 22 goals. That's crazy. 52 points on a really bad team, only -4. That's impressive. Clayton Keller now up to an 87 overall. He has 48 points. Christian Dvorak up to an 83, which is nice to see. He's probably going to be our second line center. He had 40 points. Dylan Strome up to an 83, had 39. Kristen Fisher had 37. Tyler Bozak, 36. Piolini up to an 81. He had 34. Kraus with 28. Martinuk with 21, who scored the first ever goal for our franchise. Nick Cousins, Goligoski, Richardson, Chychrun, Dave Boland. Chychrun's up to an 82, which is good. Or Chychrun, sorry, however you want to pronounce it. Sanheim's up to a 79. Didn't do anything in the 24 games. And either did Yoki Paka, Connaughton, or Roman Polak. Polak had 2 points. What a sniper. As for goalies, what looks like Antti Ranta led the way with 58 games played, 3 shutouts, 23 and 31, and Kemper was a decent backup for us. So have a look at the entire NHL. Let's have a look at everyone here. Rene, Hellebuck, Vasilevsky, kind of how it is in real life, actually. So let's have a look at rookie skaters. I think it's just for the playoffs. Yeah, so Owen Tippett. I guess Florida made it deep in the postseason. Wow. Florida, what? They have the first overall pick as well, don't they? Maybe they didn't do that well. They even played in the playoffs. Season stats, no, 22 games. I thought it should be I thought everyone who was edited became a rookie. That's interesting. Okay, never mind. Apparently not. I don't know what happened there. Very weird. Cale Makar ended up playing 1 game. Travis Sanheim there, the 3rd best rookie in the NHL. Rookie goalies, anyone out there? Jack Campbell, 72 overall. Remember when he was a first-round pick of the Dallas Stars? That was funny. Philip Grubauer, all these guys, Tristan Jarry, UC Saros. Now, all skaters, any 100-point scorers? Only 1. All right, that's exactly how I wanted this to work. Only 1 or 2, maybe, but look at all the 90-point guys. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players with over 90 or more points. The goals are up in the NHL. Look at Marchessault, 92 points. That's crazy. Ovi's the only 50 goal scorer, but look at all the 35-plus guys you got there. Ilya Kovalchuk, 37 goals. He'll probably hit free agency. I can't see them re-signing him. Dylan Larkin jumped up to a 92. I made him an 87. He had a huge year. Holy shit. Dylan Larkin. Crazy. Nichushkin as well jumped up quite a bit. Jason Zucker jumped up a lot. I'm just looking for super high overalls here. Crosby up to a 96. So, I mean, I was right. I was right when I said, you know, there's going to be a lot of 90-point scorers. There's going to be a lot of players who are going to be, a lot of players who are putting up a lot of numbers. And I was pretty right there. I think I was pretty bang on. So, the best team in the NHL was the Nashville Predators, 114 points. Where were we? Were we 5th last? That would make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, so we actually dropped 1 spot. Wait, Florida was 25th, and they bump all the way up to 1st. Wow, they hit the jackpot. They won the draft lottery. Holy crap. Very, very crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's do the awards, and then we'll end off this video. What a crazy episode. But we ended up getting 5th overall in the draft, very Vancouver Canucks style, which is fine. So the Presidents went to Nashville, and then Dallas went to the Stanley Cup final. Okay, Dallas versus Boston. Art Ross went to Voracek. The Hart went to Voracek. The Norris went to Klingberg. Lady Bing to Kucherov. Calder to Laine. That makes sense. That's so dumb. Conn Smythe went to Brad Marchand. Oh my God. Vasilevsky won the Vezina just like he will in real life this year. Mark Mathot wins the Bill Masterton. Kopitar wins the Frank J. Selke. Ted Lindsay goes to Voracek. And the Rocket Richard goes to Ovi for like the 7th time in his NHL career. That's going to be it for this one. Long-ass video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a little bit crazy. Lots of trades happening. Next episode's going to be just as crazy with the NHL entry draft. We're going to have a lot of selections, a lot of draft picks, and there's going to be a lot of surprises in this draft and the next year. This one, not so much. Next year is going to be absolutely batshit crazy. This one's not as nuts, but it's still going to be a lot of fun. So until then, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about the trades we made. Did I mess up? Should I have tried to do something else? Let me know, and I will feature some of your guys' comments in the next video. Next one's going to be crazy. I'll see you guys then.